Hello my friends, thanks for joining me today. I have joined in on a collaboration. It is hosted by Rach and Bella Crafts. There are many collaborators, so please check them out. I will have them all listed in my description box. So this collaboration is called A to Z of Favorite Summer Crafts, and each of us got a letter, and my letter was J. So I chose junk journaling, but I chose junk journaling in miniature, hence these two mini journals that you see sitting on my desk. Now the prompt or challenge for us was to use a video that inspired us and take something that had already been done and then recreate it in our own style. I was inspired by our host, Rach and Bella Crafts, and she did a video called How to Make a Mini Junk Journal in Less Than 60 Minutes. I thought that was a fantastic goal and I wanted to see if I could do it. Before I do a flip through of these journals, I wanted to tell you that we have used a kit, and the kit is a collaboration kit, and it was created by Rach and Bella Crafts and Line Arrow. The name of the kit is Summer Bloom. I did do one craft along video if you're interested in that, and I will make sure I link that in the description box as well. But I wanted to mention before we get into these that I printed out the kit and then I divided it in two, and then I divided all the ephemera in two. So these journals are made from the same kit, but they are not the same journal. They are different because there's no repeated pages inside, or repeated ephemera actually. Well, with that, let's go ahead and take a look inside. I will be giving one of these journals away, and I will be listing one in my Etsy shop. There will be more information near the end of the video. So let's take a look. We have this beautiful fabric cover. This was given to me by my friend Pam Van E. And I covered the spine with some lace, and then I put a doily over that. I added a little tie with satin red ribbon, and I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you the little dangles first so I don't forget to show you while we're flipping through. This actually was gifted to me as well. I think it might have been Dale of Not Too Shabby Chic, but my apologies if I got that wrong. So like I said, I'm going to show you the little dangles first so I don't forget. We have a white rose, and then we have a soft pink bead, and then we have a red rose. So as you can see, the fabric cover was sewn on, and so this was a little twist to the original video that I watched by Rach and Bella. My cover is a bit different. So as you can see, I used fabric and I sewed it around, but what did I mount this fabric to? Here's my twist on that. I used this, and it is foam, and it's actually green floor underlayment. So when you're getting ready to put down laminate flooring in your house, you have to put a barrier. And frequently people use this white, it's a white barrier, but it's really thin. It's super thin. But this actually has a little bit of thickness to it, and it's nice and cushy. And I had a ton of it left over from when we redid the floors in my craft room. So that's what I have covered, and it feels, if you could feel this, you would love it. It's so like squishy and soft, and I love the way it feels. It's kind of like, you know how when people use Amazon packaging, the bubble wrap, it's similar to that, but it's not quite as thick as that, but I love it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this journal. Just so that you know, in the Craft With Me video that I did show each page of the kit. As many of you know, I do frequently take the kit and I print it on the back of scrapbook paper. I do that quite frequently, and I did do that in these journals as well. This little piece of ephemera here is part of the kit, and this tag is as well. Something I really loved about the kit was the ephemera pieces that were inside. There was so many, and there was plenty for me to use in two journals. These both are kit spreads, and I put a little bit of trim here on the side. I really enjoyed making these miniature pockets, and look at this little tiny piece of ephemera inside the little heart. I really loved that. And then here's some little mini ephemera, and I just think it's so cute. This is part of the kit, and this is part of the scrapbook kit that I used. So this is the kit from Etsy, and then, but I did on this one add a little piece of ephemera. Here I have this little tab to keep this inside, but I added these two banners to also keep this from falling out. I made a little side pocket here and add a little lace trim, and this trim right here matches it, and here's a beautiful tag from the kit. And I added another little tab here to keep the tag secure. All of this is from the Rach and Bella and Line Dot Arrow kit. Here's a little heart that I turned into a little side pocket. I love the size of these because you could easily throw this in your purse if you're traveling. This could be a little traveler's notebook. There is a ton of space to journal. Like this page would be, you could easily journal on this page with a dark pen. I added a little bit of trim here. Here I have a little tag flip. This is a beautiful center spread. I didn't do anything but add the trim. There's a lot of tags, as you can see, plus a ton of journaling space. Or this could also equate to space to add photographs if you wanted. Here are 3 tags. A little trim here. Here's a little belly band. I just tucked a few tags in there. This I enjoyed doing. I had printed out a page from the kit in the wrong size, and so I used it, not for collage, but I used it to tear and then ink the edges and then put on, and I just think it looks pretty cool. I did one here, and then I also did a small one here. Here's a little heart, and this was also part of the kit that we used, and I put a little eyelet through it and added a little butterfly charm. There's another piece that I added to hold this in place. I really enjoyed using these little pieces of the ephemera. There's little sayings. For example, this one says, "Believe in yourself." This one says, "Do more of what you love." This one says, "Bloom where you're planted." This I just add a little piece of trim. This is a nice big pocket. Enjoy the little things. Make today beautiful. That is our first journal, my friends. Let's take a look at this one. So as you can see, the cover is different on this one, but I made it the same way. I used the green foam. I stitched that on with my sewing machine. I used some white lace to cover the spine, and I used this beautiful trim with the pink satin flowers on it. I had sewn in this pink trim enclosure. Oh, and before we get started, let me show you, because you know how I forget. Here's a pink rose and then just a pink bead, and that's what we have for our little charms hanging from the bottom. So this is a nice first page to do some journaling on. Over here we have a nice big pocket and 3 tags. Lots and lots of journaling space. Here we have a belly band, also with 3 tags. More of the sayings. This one says Daisy. Oh, this opens up, by the way. And then this one says Forget Me Not. And this one says Collect Beautiful Memories. Nice journaling page here. And of course these pages like this one, even though there's a pocket here, this pocket has lines on it, so you could write something on there. You could, if you were traveling and you were making notes, you could put the date and then the place, and then on these little tags you could put a little memory or the place that you went to eat or something like that. And then you could also journal up in this space here. Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk to you about the 60 minutes or less. Well, actually, let's do the flip through and then I'll talk to you about the 60 minutes or less. We talked about that in the craft along and we broke some of it down, but I do want to share that with you. But I don't want to, I just want to do that at the end of the video. This says Bliss. Some nice little trim here. Some tags. This is a little upper pocket. This little piece opens here, plus you can write on the back. Here's our center spread, and I used a camera paper clip to hold this piece on. And over here I used a flamingo paper clip because what's more summery than cameras and flamingos? Well, ice cream is, but this says keep calm and plant a garden. Isn't the kit beautiful? Look at that. Let me move these out of the way. Isn't that so pretty? It's lovely. Here we have a little side pocket. It is well with my soul. Sunshine in my soul. Little trim here. Here's a little eyelet with a bulb pin and a butterfly. I love this, the 2 little hearts with 2 tiny pieces of, well, they're pictures. See how they're like little tiny pictures, but you can journal on the back. Now you could also journal on these as well. Here's a heart pocket down here with a little booklet. This print's light enough to journal on also, or add a photograph, however you want to create your journals or scrapbooks. A little trim here. I put a little banner up there. So we're getting towards the end now, and I want to talk to you about, did I do this in 60 minutes? Well, I didn't, but I think I could have. So here's the deal. 60 minutes, but you can't count cutting your, you have your kit and you have to cut it out, and you have to cut out all your little pieces, right? You can't count that in your 60 minutes because that alone takes time. Here's a nice blank page. So you can't count that. So you have to have all of your pages and ephemera ready to go. And inking. So for example, I inked the edge of this with yellow. You can't count the majority of your inking in your 60 minutes. So what I did is I cut the kit up, I inked everything, and then I felt like I was ready. If you do not add things like this I did at the end just to finish it off, but I had gone over my 60 minutes. So you wouldn't want to over embellish. So my recommendation, if you truly want to make a mini journal, and because it's mini, it does come together quicker. So if you want to make a mini journal in 60 minutes, then you got to have your kit cut and ready. You got to have 90% of your inking done. There's always going to be things that you're going to, add to. You do not want to over embellish. So if you see here on this page, for just an example, pretend we're going to omit this. We have this piece of paper that was cut. I added this little embellishment. I have a pocket and I have this. That's very quick to put together. If you just embellish in a simple way, I think you can do it. The other thing I would recommend if you want to put it together in 60 minutes is print out your kit and then don't go outside of that. So what I had was the kit, and then I had the scrapbook kit, and literally to make all these tags were the offcuts of what I had already cut the pages from. So if you're not foraging through your stash, constantly looking for this, that, or the other, and you just stick to the pile that you have on your table of goodies to work with, I think you could definitely do it. So friends, I hope you enjoyed the flip through of both of these little journals. If you are interested in winning one of these journals, please let me know in the comments section, and I will have one of them listed in my Etsy shop as well. Also, please go check out the other collaborators. We have an amazing list of talented artists that are also joining in on this collaboration. So like I said, I will link that list in my description box so you can go check them out. Thanks for watching. See you soon.